Ever look at a huge company, one with thousands of people, and wonder how they could possibly move with the speed of a tiny startup? I mean, how do you get that many people working together like a single focused team? Well, it all comes down to how you orchestrate the work. Let's get into it.
Think about it this way. A five-person rock band. They can get on the same page in a heartbeat. They can jam, create, pivot. They're agile by nature. Now, picture a 125-person orchestra. If everyone just starts playing whatever they want, you don't get a symphony, you get pure chaos. And that right there is the exact problem that big organizations run into. So yeah, that's the big question, isn't it? How do you take all that potential chaos and orchestrate it into a business symphony where everyone is playing from the same sheet of music?
And that leads us to the answer we're talking about today, the Scaled Agile Framework, or SAFE. You can think of it as the conductor for your company's massive orchestra. Okay, so what exactly is SAFE? At its heart, it's a huge knowledge base of proven, real-world patterns for taking agile practices, like Scrum, which small teams use to work in short cycles, and making them work across a whole company. It's not about being rigid, it's about providing that shared score and the conductor everyone needs to stay in sync and create something amazing together.
And this really gets to the core of the problem SAFE solves. See, simple Agile is brilliant for one team. But the moment you have dozens of teams all trying to work on the same complex product, things, well, they start to break down. Communication gets messy, dependencies are everywhere. SAFE provides just enough structure to manage that chaos without crushing the speed that makes Agile so powerful in the first place.
All right, so we get what SAFE is, but how does it actually work? Well, the answer lies in its single most important concept, the Agile Release Train.
So this is the Agile Release Train, or ART for short. This is the main organizational unit in SAFE. Forget about traditional departments. An RT is basically a virtual organization of 50 to 125 people, a real team of teams that has all the skills it needs to define, build, test, and actually release value to the customer.
And just like a real train, the ART runs on a super reliable schedule. Every 10 to 12 weeks, a new planning cycle kicks off. The teams on the train work to get their features ready to go, and when that departure date hits, the train leaves the station, delivering whatever is ready. This creates an incredibly predictable rhythm for the entire organization.
Right about now, you're probably thinking, okay, that's cool, but how on earth do you get 125 people to agree on a single plan and stay synchronized for 3 months? I mean, it sounds kind of impossible, right? Well, it all comes down to one critical, all-hands planning event that takes just 2 days. Yep, that's the secret sauce. The entire plan for everyone gets built in 2 intense, focused, and honestly, incredibly productive days. This event is called Program Increment, or PI planning, and it really is the heartbeat of SAFE. Every 10 to 12 weeks, everybody on the entire train gets together in one place. The business leaders lay out the vision, and then the teams themselves, the people doing the work, roll up their sleeves and build the plan. They hash out dependencies, identify risks, and commit to a shared set of goals. It's where the magic really happens.
But SAFE isn't just about the mechanics, the trains and the meetings. It's really guided by a powerful mindset that's built on a foundation of core principles. Here are just a few to give you a feel for it. First, built-in quality, because you can't scale messy work, so quality has to be baked in from the start. Organize around value means you structure your teams to serve the customer, not to just fit neatly into an org chart. Then there's decentralized decisions, which is all about empowering the people closest to the problem to make the tactical calls. And a big one from the Agile world is to assume variability. Basically, embrace the fact that plans change and build a system that can actually adapt.
So this all sounds pretty cool, but let's get down to it. What's the actual business payoff? Why do huge companies go through the effort to adopt this?
Well, because that Agile Release Train creates such a predictable rhythm, you get products to your customers faster. With principles like built-in quality, the number of defects plummets. And because of that intense alignment you get from PI planning, you achieve real strategic alignment. Everyone is actually working on what matters most. And finally, because teams are empowered and they build their own plans, you get happier, more engaged employees. It's a win-win.
This quote here really nails it. SAFE isn't about slowing things down. It's about enabling speed at a massive scale. It takes the power of a small, fast-moving Agile team and, through structures like the Agile Release Train, makes it possible for an entire enterprise to deliver value predictably.
So as we wrap up, I'll just leave you with this one question to chew on. When you look at your own organization, with all its moving parts and all its talented people, could your orchestra use a conductor?